on the periphery of the Twin Cities, the quaint city of Grant may sound small at 27 square miles, but its residents have big ideas and big properties.
Come on in.
Amy Dixon and her family moved from St. Paul to Grant after considering a more scenic landscape versus the conveniences of city life.
For me, it's unbelievable. These trees were never there.
But she says an angel on her doorstep convinced her they'd made the right choice.
We had heard tell about him. We knew that this was a possibility, but we were so overwhelmed by everything, all the changes in our life, that was just a buzzing in our ear. But the buzz showed up right on our doorstep as we were unloading for those first 2 days.
Richard King was that angel, and he was born and raised here. He says one room that remains of the original house is the bedroom he was born in.
This is one of the #1 built barns in Grant Township.
Richard, a frequent guest at the Dixon home, loves sharing stories of life on the farm and the barn his dad built, and ponders what his family would think of the property today.
The memories are just, you just can't imagine. I can imagine my dad and mother sitting on the front steps here. And if my dad looked out here right now at the swimming pool, he would pass away.
Grant's open spaces attract horse lovers to the area. Like the Dixons, many residents have them, but boarding and training programs are available too. St. Croix Trailblazers is a program founded in 2010 focusing on riders with special needs.
Ask him to walk. He knows what he's doing now, so make him walk.
Instructors lead riders through exercises to build balance, confidence, and independence.
We've had riders come here who haven't had much confidence, and they get on a horse and they're in charge and they're the boss, and you see that confidence build. So yeah, it is nice to see that too.
Riders like Austin say spending time with the horses is calming, and they often develop friendships.
It's a trust thing I have with him. That's why he follows me around.
Instructors say the program has benefited children with communication issues.
You know, children with autism that just refuse to talk to anybody start talking to the horses because they're just comfortable because they don't talk back. I mean, even for myself, they're therapeutic. So it's not a surprise that they're used in this type of situation.
Grant, once a prolific farming community, still has a few commercial farms. Costa Farm and Greenhouse has been in business for 113 years, and owner Ron Costa is a third-generation grower. They started in Little Canada and moved to Grant in 1990. They sell annuals and perennials in spring and offer over 20 different vegetables in summer.
People are really into local right now. They want to know where their food is coming from, where their produce is coming from. That's why I think the CSAs are going so well.
Ron runs the farm with his wife Karen, and they sell their produce to wholesalers, farmers markets, and through community-supported agriculture, where customers get a box of fresh vegetables every week. Costa says it's rewarding work.
We'll start a little seed in the greenhouse, and a couple months later, you're picking nice big bell peppers and eggplant and tomatoes, and we grew that.
Grant is known for its rural preservation and natural beauty.
Thank you. I'll be right out with that.
The Gateway Trail is a recreational attraction for bikers, hikers, and horseback riders. And if you need to catch your breath, there's now a place to relax and refuel.
And that's what a lot of people say, you know, that go along the trail. They're like, I thought you were a Mirage.
Tamara Hartman Johnson has been running the Gateway Trailside Coffee Shop for 2 years.
I'm going to jump in there and start cooking quick.
They offer coffee, refreshments, and a home-cooked menu.
Yeah, our chili is all homemade and from our grandpa's recipe.
She says her day job is stressful, but out here at the shop, everyone's smiling.
Here, everyone's in a good mood. Their hot dog takes a couple extra minutes. They don't care because they're watching the horses. So everyone's happy.
Grant, with its lakes, wildlife, and breathtaking views, is home to just over 4,000 residents. Although you won't find any gas stations or strip malls, there are businesses that provide both practical and leisurely services for residents and visitors. And those who've moved away find themselves drawn back to Grant, where new owners welcome the rich history of the land and the people who come with it.
I says, I own that farm.
We just call it King Farm. It's the King Farm.
But they've given me permission to come here if I wanted to come here and see things, and whether they're here or not. They're unbelievable. You're such a nice neighbor.